Hi there, this is Brick from How to IELTS, and today we will be reviewing Sarah's mock speaking test. So I will give you my full detailed analysis, my commentary, my feedback, and I will tell you the score that Sarah got. And I will also explain why she got that score and what she can do to get a higher score. So let's get started. Good evening. My name is Brick. Could you tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Sarah Kutinbetova.
Okay, that's a very nice start. Very relaxed start. Good. Let's continue and see if she remains relaxed throughout the test. Good start, Sarah. Well done. Thank you. And what should I call you today?
You can just call me Sarah.
Right, this part of the test is not marked and it's not assessed. However, good use of intonation here. Intonation is the pitch of your voice. Well done. Really nice start. Okay,
It's
start.
for a call easy.
Yes, it is. Okay, so we will start with part one of the speaking test, and I will ask you questions about yourself. So let's talk about your daily routine. What is your typical day like?
Yeah. I think daily routine is important in everyone's life. Uh,
Okay, so there was a bit of hesitation here so far, and Sarah's not answered the question directly. I asked her, "What's the daily routine like?" Sarah just told me that a daily routine is important. Now, one of the hardest things to do is to directly answer the speaking question that the examiner asked. Many people, especially at the start of the test, they give an answer that's not directly related to the question. So this is just a bit of feedback for everyone and yourself, Sarah, just to be direct, answer the question directly. But let's continue.
about me, um, I usually woke up around at 7 to.
I usually wake up. So woke is we use it for the past tense. I woke up. So slight grammatical error here. Let's continue.
Around at 7 a.m. in the morning. After that, I brush my teeth and wash my face.
Again, good use of intonation here. Also, a good use of sequence words. Many people struggle with this. So, a sequence word is something like after that or later, finally, is when you put things in order. Yeah, so Sarah used the term after that. So, good. That's a good start.
Sometimes, if I had free time, I usually try to get a shower. It gives me feeling relaxed, and after.
It it gives me feeling relaxed. Slight grammatical error there. You can say it helps me feel relaxed. There's a few other ways you can say this as well, but there we just said it incorrectly. So again, another grammatical error there. Let's continue.
That, I do my homework. It's just my reading about my reading topics. So after that, I have a breakfast time around 9 a.m. and then and then I continue my routine with get ready to go out.
Right. Okay. So a couple of points there. Firstly, let's start with the good points. I do like the fact that you've used quite a few sequence words here. Yeah, so well done on that. I'm noticing a bit of hesitation there though. Hesitation is something that is assessed when it comes to the IELTS speaking test. And now if you download the link in the description below, that's what the examiners use. to assess your test. So you can look at that. And it does talk about hesitation. And we will look at that more towards the end when I give my final score. Yeah, let's continue.
Okay. And do you have the same routine every day?
Uh, well, but I think on
So the word but, right? This word is a connector. So it goes in the middle of a sentence. We don't usually start a sentence with the word but. Okay. Yeah. And also a bit of hesitation there. Let's continue.
on weekends, I have a different routine because I usually on the weekend uh, just do my
We wouldn't normally say I usually on the weekend. We would swap it the other way around. So you can say on the weekend I usually and then carry on. Yeah, so a bit of structural error there.
my household works and try to go out with my
Household, household. Um, just a slight. We need to improve our pronunciation there. Your pronunciation so far has been fine, but just that one word though, household.
friends and with my family's members. So I think it's maybe different.
Okay. And which parts of your daily routine do you enjoy the most?
Mm, the most interesting part doing my routine it's get ready, get ready.
Okay, so I'm starting to see, you might have noticed this as well, that Sarah's starting to feel a little bit nervous now. So, part one of the speaking test, it's often called the warm up because it helps you get into the speaking test. At the start, many people are a bit nervous and then they start to feel a bit more relaxed after part one. So, the questions in part one of the speaking test are designed to help you feel a bit more relaxed. That's where all the questions will be about things that you already know. For example, and the questions in this case is about uh, what her daily routine. You might be asked about your family or your hometown. So these are all questions that you will know the answer to. So again, these questions are designed to help you feel a bit more relaxed. Now let's continue.
Me. And actually, I like to choose my dress to go out, and especially it's important for me on uh, on daily my life, and mm, also I do I make makeup and it gives me it
So we wouldn't say make makeup. You can say yeah, I do my makeup, not make makeup. Those two words don't go together.
gives me some good feelings um such as enjoying and I feel funny.
I feel funny. I don't think we've used that correctly there. It might be fun, but I feel funny. Yeah, we've used that incorrectly as well. Other than that, though, I do like your intonation. Again, intonation is the pitch of your voice when it goes up and when it goes down. That part, are you doing well? Let's continue.
Okay. And are you more productive in the morning or in the evening?
To compare in the evening and the morning, I think I'm more productive in the morning because in the morning I have more energy. Th-
Okay, a much better response so far, and let me tell you why. So, Sarah answered the question, I prefer the morning. And then she said, because, and then now she's explained why. That's a really good technique to use to give a good response in part one. So you answer the question and then extend your answer. And we can extend our answer by using the word because. For example, I love this AirPod case because, and then just add more information on. Okay, good.
Then the evening. Uh, so it sometimes depends on my daily difficulties and or challenges maybe. But I think I'm productive in the evening.
Okay, and what would good answer? A much better answer. Let's continue.
Would you like to change about your daily routine?
Um, uh, uh, I like changing my daily routine. Uh,
So remember, the question was, what would you like to change? Would you like to change the fact that you wake up too late? Would you like to change the fact that you go gym in the evening, but you want to go in the morning? But she's telling me what she likes. So again, we need to make sure that we accurately answer the question.
especially sometimes I try to spend my time quality and
The correct collocation is quality time, not time quality. Um, Right, just a bit of overall feedback so far, Sarah. I think that you can massively increase your speaking performance if we just increase our vocabulary. And I will explain how you can do that very easily. I'll do that towards the end of this speaking session.
yeah, if I had a problem or difficulties, I just try to don't think anything. So
So we don't say try to don't. We would just say try not to. Yeah.
it's maybe okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Right, we are now going to move on to the second part of the speaking test. And in this part, I will give you a topic and you will be expected to talk about that topic for 1 to 2 minutes. But before you speak, I will give you 60 seconds to make notes. So,
Right, let's read the topic. So, describe a special meal that you enjoyed. You should say when and where you had the meal, who you were with, what made the meal special, and explain how you felt about this meal. Okay, so I'm predicting an answer that's where the past tense is being used. You will have 1 minute. Yeah, okay. So this topic is a special meal that you had in the past. Good.
on your screen, you can see the card, and you have 60 seconds to make notes. You may begin. Okay, your 1 minute is now over, and you can start to speak.
Yeah. Today I want to talk about a special meal I have ever taste. It was
Ever tasted?
1 month ago, and yeah, and me and my cousin, also my friends celebrated due to my birthday party, and
The word due to, good, the fact that you're using this formal vocabulary. However, I wouldn't use due to here. I would just use the word because due to is a bit too formal. You might use that term when you're writing an email, maybe. Yeah, it's done more so in writing. It's used more so in writing. So yeah, try to reduce the register slightly and just use the word because instead of due to.
also there was it was at the restaurant at one of the popular restaurants in Astana. Uh, and I ordered pasta, Italian pasta. However, uh, no, in fact, before this time, I dislike Italian foods. I don't know. I just traditional foods. But when I taste this food, I really feel uh, exactly good, and it gives me some emotional good emotions. Uh, After that, we decided we decided the REM uh, uh, go to the REM again. Yes, and I think special food is made uh, chicken and some.
Okay, thank you. Let us now talk about food and eating habits in a bit more detail. So, how have eating habits changed in your country?
Right, let's just go back and talk about that answer. So far, we're looking around about the band 4, band 5 range. I think the one thing that is stopping us to getting those higher marks is those long pauses. Um, I will talk about how you can get rid of those pauses towards the end, but to summarize that in one point, you just need to practice speaking more. That one statement can fix a lot of these problems, but I'll explain how you can do that later on.
Over the last few years.
Yes, of course. Eating habits uh, changed over the last year, and it depends some situation. Also, in my country, in Kazakhstan, live a lot of foreign people. So there are uh, a lot of restaurants has developed, and it is scared of changing.
Okay. And do you think that people today eat healthier food than in the past?
Mm, to compare present time and the past time, um, I think no, because nowadays people live in uh, like in a flying time, and time is flies. So they haven't a lot of time uh, to do to cooking or to cooking at home. So they just order it from a restaurant and go to restaurant with friends, with families, and I think sometimes it isn't healthy here for them and for their health.
Okay. Right. Again, it's just the hesitation that's getting in the way, quite a bit actually, and also the use of vocabulary and the grammar is affecting our understanding, or how well you are being understood. So we will take that into consideration when we give our full assessment of this test.
And is fast food popular in your country?
Yeah, of course. At the present time, I think one of the most popular food is fast food, especially in young generation. Uh,
Especially in young generation. I would say especially amongst the young generation, or especially amongst, yeah, especially amongst?
As I'm a young generation, I go to out with my friends to try.
I go out, not I go to out. I'm really liking how relaxed you're coming across, though, Sarah. There was a moment, I think it was in towards the end of part one, where you seemed a little bit nervous. But other than that part, the rest of the test, you've come across quite natural, with a smile on your face. That does add to your confidence. So yeah, you've done that really well.
To try fast food, and I think it's non-healthy for my health, but sometimes I want to taste this food.
Sarah, I can completely relate to you. I love tasting fast food myself as well. Oh, it's so hard to stay away from it. Sorry, I got distracted there.
Okay. And do you think eating together as a family is important?
But yes, eating with eating around around your families is important, especially it's uh to keep get in touch with your family members. And uh, in about me, before this time, I was lived in Shymkent country. It's so we well, my parents teach me waiting my relievers, and we also
We're going off topic slightly here. I don't know what point you're trying to make here, but let's find out.
eating together, and I try to organization family gatherings.
Organization is like an institution. Organize. This is the verb.
If I had evidence.
Okay. Thank you very much. We've now come to the end of this test, so I will now stop the recording.
Okay, interesting test. Right. So on your screen, you can see the IELTS speaking band descriptor, and this is what we will use to assess Sarah's performance. So let's look at fluency and coherence first. Let's start at a band 4. We'll read the bullet points and then we'll work our way up or work our way down. Let's see if she hits the first bullet point. So, bullet point 1 for fluency and coherence, a band 4 cannot respond without noticeable pauses and may speak slowly with frequent repetition and self correction. Yes, I think that's a good summary of your overall mock test. Bullet point 2. Remember, we need both of these and then we can move up. Okay. And then we need to hit the band 5 criteria. If not, then we've got a band 4 for this. So, bullet point 2 links basic sentences, but with repetitious, I hate saying this word, use of simple connectives and some breakdowns in coherence. There was definitely quite a bit of a breakdown in your coherence. So when I was asking you some questions, your answers were not, your response was not answering my question. For example, if I ask, what do you like about this iPhone? And then you tell me, oh, yeah, the weather is really nice. It's not directly answering the question. So, yeah, I think we've got a band 4 for that. Now, I'm not going to read the band 5 descriptors because just to save time. I already know the band descriptors. I've marked so many tests. So we've got band 4 for fluency and coherence. Let's look at lexical resource. So a band 4 is able to talk about familiar topics, but can only convey basic meaning on unfamiliar topics and makes frequent errors in word choice. Yes, Again, I think that does describe your speaking ability. Rarely attempts paraphrase. Yeah, 100%. So paraphrasing is where you, in basic terms, it's where you use your own words and you don't steal words from the examiner. For example, if I ask you, what do you like about your hometown? And you say, what I like about my hometown is, there's many words here that you've just repeated or you've taken from the examiner. So that's not paraphrasing. Paraphrasing would be to use your own words. Yeah, so I didn't see much attempt to paraphrase. So I think we got a band 4 for that as well. Let's just look at a band 5. It manages to talk about familiar and unfamiliar topics, but uses vocabulary with limited flexibility. You could argue that she did do that, just about. So let's say she did do that. We need the second bullet point to get a band 5 here. Attempts to use paraphrase, but with mixed success. I don't think she got that. I don't think there was much of an attempt to paraphrase. So far, we're on a band 4 for lexical resource as well. Let's look at the grammatical range and accuracy. Produces basic sentence forms and some correct simple sentences, but subordinate structures are rare. Now, I won't talk about subordinate structures in this video. I don't like talking too much about the technicalities of grammar in these feedback videos. You need a whole video for me to explain what these terms mean. But simple sentences, yeah, there was some evidence of that where you produced basic sentences correctly. However, not much evidence of subordinate structures being used. So yeah, I will give you that. The second bullet point, errors are frequent and may lead to misunderstanding. I think I said this as well in part 3 of the test, where there's quite a few errors and they are leading to being misunderstood. So yeah, you've got a band 4 for that as well. I don't think this is worth checking for the band 5, mainly because I already know what the criteria is for a band 5. Pronunciation, I think you did this pretty well. I think this was your strength. Let's look at a band 4, and then if we get them, if we hit other criteria, we can move up. So uses a limited range of pronunciation features. I think you used a not limited. It was a wide range of pronunciation features. So you've definitely got that. You've surpassed that, actually, I think. Attempts to control features, but lapses are frequent. Not quite. So they were not frequent. So you've got that as well. You've got the second bullet point. We need to get this to move on to a band 5. Mispronunciations are frequent and causes some difficulty for the listener. There were some mispronunciations, very few. They didn't cause difficulty for me as the listener. That was more so the grammar and the vocab that caused difficulty. So yeah, you've definitely got all 3. Let's look at a band 5. Shows all the positive features of a band 4. So yeah, you've got all those. And some, but not all, of the positive features of a band 6. So let's look at a band 6 then. Uses a range of pronunciation features with mixed control. Yeah, you did do that. Shows some effective use of features, but this is not sustained. Yes. So there were some, but again, I think throughout the test, it was not sustained. Let's see if you can get a band 6 for this. Can generally be understood throughout, though mispronunciation of individual words or sounds reduces clarity at times. We didn't quite get that, unfortunately, but you have got some of them, which means you've got a band 5 for pronunciation, bringing our total score to a band 4.5. Now, here's what you can do, Sarah, to improve your speaking skills. Number 1 is you need to enhance your vocabulary. You need to broaden them. One of the best ways you can do this is just by watching TV shows such as Friends. Or another thing you can do is just read texts. I would try to read a a biography, or even the text in the reading past papers, and that will broaden your vocabulary. Just by doing those two things, I think you can see a significant improvement. And the final thing is that if you would like your own speaking test with myself, you can join my WhatsApp group. The link is in the description below. And that brings us to the end of this video. Please leave a comment. Do you agree with the score? Do you not? Let me know your feedback. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.